Amy Rushforth, the Agent Experience Manager here at Annuity.com. I'll be your host and keeping us organized on today's call. We're going to spend about 30 minutes together. We're getting into some details because we're introducing some new ideas. We want you to feel well informed. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat. I'll monitor the chat and be sure and open it up for questions after our time is complete. Also, today at 9 a.m. Pacific time, we'll be hosting our compensation call. I highly encourage you to join. I'll post the Zoom link in the chat shortly. This morning, it's my pleasure to introduce our CEO, Brett Blake. Brett is a seasoned executive and visionary leader with a proven track record for transforming and growing businesses. He holds an MBA from Harvard Business School, has authored 4 business books, and has served on numerous boards. Most importantly for us, Brett led the acquisition of the new Annuity.com before stepping in as our CEO in January of 2024. On a personal note, Brett and his wife, Erin, live in the Phoenix metro area. He is the proud father of 5 and grandfather of 3. And with that, I'll hand it over to Brett.
Thanks, Amy. The reason that we tell you that I'm a father and grandfather is because sometimes I'm going to slip in some bad dad jokes like this one. When I hear her talk about me being a seasoned executive, I can only think about what happens to all of the things that I season after it's been seasoned. Usually not a good ending for them, but I hope today is a good ending for you. We want to start out. I'm going to share some slides with you. We want to introduce Annuity.com to you. I hope that as you go through this, you'll think about questions that are important to you. You'll think about ways that this might be of assistance to you. We hope that you find that it's the answer to your business and it will help your business. We believe it will. We spent a lot of time and energy trying to create a company that is great for our agents. We're in one of the golden eras of annuities, if not the golden era of annuity. And we sold over 460 billion as an industry last year, over 100% growth since 2020. We believe the industry is a $2 trillion plus industry. I had an amazing meeting with an executive, an analyst in this space who spent a lot of time in this space, who's done a lot of research just a week ago, and he came back and acknowledged that he also thinks that the opportunity here is in the trillions of dollars. And we want to make sure that our agents are benefiting from everything that's happening. One of the challenges we've seen, and this isn't true of all, there's a lot of good IMOs out there, but there's also a lot of IMOs that try to take advantage of agents who aren't informed on how compensation works. This is an example of a $10 million producer who came to us and said, listen, I was getting paid way less than I should have, earning $250,000 on a $10 million worth of production and missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars that he should have been earning but wasn't earning because the IMO decided that they were going to pocket more than just their override. With the industry in general, agents are independent, but they're really not free. They are restricted from moving from one IMO to another IMO because the IMO that they're with has to give them a release before they can leave their IMO and go somewhere else. As we've built our company, we've really been thinking about not just how we pay agents, but how do we start off by signaling to them that we're here to serve them. They're not here to serve us. It's your business, and we want to be able to support you in that. So we did some brainstorming and came back and said, let's start out by identifying some of the challenges. Some of the challenges that we heard from agents is that they weren't getting a release when they wanted, when they felt trapped by their current IMOs. They also had no real retirement plan. So many agents are working, some because they love it, some because they have to, because they really had no equity. They didn't have an opportunity to earn equity in the company like happens in many organizations. There wasn't a retirement plan in place. And many of them talked about the fact that almost all these smaller IMOs have been purchased over the last 10 years. Many of the agents had helped build those IMOs. They knew the owners and presidents of those IMOs, But when Simplicity or Integrity or AmeriLife came along to buy them, the owner of the IMO ran away with millions of dollars, leaving the agents who built that IMO with nothing, except for now the bureaucracy of being part of a very large company. Those were the pain points that we heard when we went around and talked to agents. And we decided we wanted to build a company that pays you exactly how what we think you're worth. And we think you're as important or enough more important than an executive in the company. So for many years, I've been CEO of large companies. I've gone around and had to recruit executives to join me. I've been recruited to join companies and recognize that an executive gets a full compensation package. What I found in this industry is that annuity agents, though the focal point of a company, were not being paid like that. They were being paid commission only, which to me communicates a what have you done for me lately kind of relationship with an individual and not a long term valued relationship. So we started by saying, hey, let's make sure that 100% street commission is non negotiable, that our agents earn exactly what the carriers intended them to earn. Now, you'd think that this is easy to do, but I've actually sat in meetings with insurance companies who said, we don't really usually do business with IMOs, but we've created a program just for you. And they've gone through the program. And at the end of the program, essentially what they were doing is splitting the street commission with us. And our agents would make more without having us involved. And I simply asked them the question, will our agents make more if they contract directly with you? They said yes. And then I said, then we don't need to be between them and you. We want our agents to have full street. We're not going to take money out of their pockets to line our pockets. So it starts right now with 100% street commission for you. After you've produced, now listen, this is new, this is different. At first, top producers see this and they're a little bit like put out by this. But the top producers who are producing with us, and we have 40, $50 million producer um, who find out that, listen, I can make so much more with this program. We don't do backroom deals. We have a very transparent program. So, unlike a typical IMO, if you're a top producer who might negotiate a little bit of override structure for you, we actually put in place a program that can be much more lucrative for top producers. And it's called our annual bonus program called Cap the Company, meaning that over the first 5 million in production, we're not sharing overrides with you other than we're helping you build a team. We're spending 50% of our overrides in creating incentives to be able to help you create long-term income. And I'll share what that looks like in just a minute. We're also using that money not only for us to be profitable and to be able to build the technology that we're building, but also to be able to provide you stock ownership in the company. So you are getting benefits in the first 5 million. It's just not the cash that some individuals are used to. After 5 million in production, though, you cap our earnings and we pass through all the company dollar to you. And as you can see in this example, over time, top producers tend to earn more, way more with us than they would earn with any deal that they're getting with other IMOs out there. And we're happy to do the math individually with you. In fact, the meeting that comes after this at the top of the hour, you can go into great depths and see the math and how it works. As I mentioned to you, the first 50% of our overrides we put into a program called the Agency Builder Program. Most people say that annuities don't pay residuals. Well, that's true from the carriers. They don't pay residuals on their commissions very often. But we have an amazing residual program. The ability for you to recommend annuity.com to someone else and to be paid residual overrides on their volume for as long as you and they are with annuity.com. This is all built on the John Rockefeller philosophy, and that is I'd rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. We allow you to build an agency and encourage those who join your team to build their own agency. They don't have to leave you to go out and become entrepreneurs and own their own agency. And this perpetuates 7 agencies away from you. If you bring somebody, they start an agency. They bring somebody, they start an agency. They bring somebody, they start an agency. Up to 7 agents away from you, you're going to get paid a portion of the override. And as your team builds with agents you've never met, who you never knew, but they join and they're part of your team anyway, you have the opportunity to build greater and greater wealth and to be able to get residual income to be paid when you're not working. That's the ultimate sign of wealth is when you aren't working, but your business is growing and producing revenue for you. Our agency builder program gives every one of our agents who want it the opportunity to build this kind of agency, this perpetuating, self perpetuating agency, and to be able to benefit from that agency's growth over many, many years. This is one of the ways that we help in secure your retirement and make sure that your golden years, just like you're helping your clients, your golden years are actually worry free and happy. So we pay you 100% street. We let you cap the company and earn more overrides. We give you the opportunity on earning overrides on the production of those who join you. And as I've alluded to, we also have a stock program in the company. So during that first 5 million in production, you're earning $1,000 of stock at 1 million in production. You're earning 4,000 in stock at 3 million in production, and you're earning 10,000 in stock at 5 million in production. Every year, year in and year out, just like any executive, you would have an opportunity to be able to earn up to $15,000 in Annuity.com stock. And we have agents this year who are going on their third year of stock owning and owned have received tens of thousands of shares of stock in this program and are seeing the benefits of the company's appreciation in stock. Our stock was had a third party valuation done in November, and then again in November of 2025, and again in February of this year. And we've seen our stock in less than 2 years, in less than 18 months, grow by 3.7 times, 370% growth in the appreciation of our stock. We're a young company, we're a growing company. We aspire to be a public company someday, and our stock, we believe, is more valuable in the long run for our agents than the cash they would earn in any other IMO in that first 5 million in production. Now, we want you to know that we aren't just talk. We put our money, our money where our mouth is. Before you write your first case, we give you a pre-release letter saying this is your business, you're in control. If grass is greener somewhere else, if something isn't the way you thought it would be, you can leave and go and write your business somewhere else. Almost nobody takes advantage of this opportunity. The other thing you should know is you're not captive with us. You don't have to write all your business with us. We have many carriers that other IMOs don't have. Find a carrier that you'd like to sell and move those contracts with us and start doing some business with us. And eventually we hope to be able to earn all of your business. For experienced agents, we offer 60 plus carriers, over 2,400 products. We have almost anything you can imagine: a Nexus, IDG, Athene, F&G. There's one small company we found out yesterday we didn't have. We got on the phone with that carrier and we're working on adding that carrier because one of the clients of our top producer would like that carrier. We want you to have variety because we've seen that carriers innovate and products improve, and the same carrier doesn't always remain competitive from quarter to quarter. Your current book stays with you. And when you run the math, we think you'll find that you'll make more with Annuity.com. And we give you power and control over your business. For new agents, we have a team selling path. We've created a model whereby our experienced agents can basically have a free lead program. They work with inexperienced agents who need help, and we pair them and let them work together and team sell. We split the commission with 20% going to the appointment setter, 20% to the fact finder, 20% to the case design, 20% to the presentation, and 20% to the close. Right now, we're recruiting lots and lots of Medicare agents who want to sell annuities to their clients but don't know enough about annuities to feel confident in making that sell. This team selling program has been a lifesaver for them. And we're pairing them with experienced agents. Those experienced agents have an opportunity to earn a percentage, sometimes up to 80% of the case without paying for a lead and with having a much higher close rate because they also enjoy a relationship that they're the trusted relationship that they're able to leverage between the Medicare agent and their client. We have other pathways to help you no matter how you decide to curate leads for your business. We have a support system, a training program, a community available to help you. We have a qualified lead pathway with a program with Financialize. We're doing some very innovative beta testing with them to give our agents access to different types of lead or different lead programs that they haven't offered through other IMOs. We have the Annuity.com seminar programs. Bill Broach and Roy Snar have combined together to create an amazing seminar program. The average cost of most seminars are less than $4,000, about $3,500, and the average seminar is producing nearly $500,000 in annuity sales. It's an amazing program for individuals who want to build via seminars. We also have this team selling pathway that I mentioned to you and the ability to go out and partner with Medicare agents in your area. We have a whole incentive program, scripts, everything to make it easy for you to partner with a Medicare agent and who will develop leads for you and help you expand your personal production through their client base. And finally, we are Annuity.com. We own the industry URL. This is a brand that works for you even when you're not working. The domain is recognized by AI. And while we don't promise leads to all of our agents are getting leads when people find out they're associated with Annuity.com. We are also working on, we have a system called Lead Pro, a whole software system designed to help you nurture your current client base and your current lead pool to help you be successful. And you can learn more about that. We have 800 plus agents and we're growing fast. Roy Snar, one of their top producers, said, early on, I recognized the value of owning an asset and not just selling as a job. And he said, when I was introduced to Annuity.com's philosophy of partnering with agents, making them owners, I was all in. He says, we're going to build an agent first company worth billions. And we believe that. We believe we'll be the largest producer of annuities. And we want you to be part of it and be able to benefit as we continue to grow and become better. So by now, I hope you've kind of seen, hey, we're pretty happy. We're pretty excited about what we've built. And we hope it's something that you're interested in. There's two ways you can join us. The first is free enrollment with just a base program. You get carrier contracts, you get access to our community, you get your own free joinannuity.com site to be able to share with other agents who might be interested. For those who need additional marketing support, we have tried to bundle as many marketing services as possible and to provide it to our agents at a very low cost. There are costs to these services for us, and we've tried to bundle it all to be able to use our buying power on your behalf. What we've bundled is valued between $500 and $700 a month. It's a CRM. We use Go High Level as our base. We have done for you newsletters. We write bi-weekly newsletters that are designed to help you keep in touch with your leads who've never responded to you, with previous clients, and make sure that when they make decisions, they come to you. I've had emails over the last 3 months from two experiences where an agent was contacted by somebody in the who was reading their newsletter and decided, hey, now's the time for me to act, and I want you to help me. One said, I've been reading your newsletters month in and month out for a long time, and I thought I'd finally reach out. With Lead Pro, we give you an annuity.com subdomain with lots of tools, calculators, longevity calculators, MIGA rates, and tons of videos and content that you can use to easily share information and help build your business. We give you a business phone line. You get listed in our on annuity.com national directory, and you get Tom Hegna on demand. For those of you who don't know, Tom Hegna is on our board. We've worked out a special deal with him that allows all of our agents to access his amazing library of years and years of content to not only learn and develop your skills, but also PBS specials that you can send to your clients as third-party validation of the products that you're recommending. Amazing value for just $199, and that's Lead Pro. So you join, you decide which way. You can join for free or you can join with Lead Pro. Um, as I mentioned, it only takes a single case to pay for your Lead Pro. In fact, $100,000 premium alone could pay for years of Lead Pro. That's the math we've tried to do to make it very affordable for every agent. So if you decide to join us, we're going to be a different experience. We don't have marketers. Nobody's been out calling to recruit you, even though you're worth being recruited. Nobody is. We're not paying recruiters to do that, and therefore there's a little bit more of a self-starter experience with Annuity.com. We're going to reach out. We have tech people who are going to help you set up, migrate, do anything you need. We're there to help you. So first you go to Annuity.com and join us. You'll find that experience is relatively easy. Secondly, you're going to get a login to your own online agent portal called Agent HQ, or our agent headquarters. There you're going to find training resources to help you get trained. I'm going to encourage you within the first 7 days to view the new agent launch videos that will help you become acquainted with all of the tools. And there are lots of tools that we make available to our agents for you to be able to benefit from. And then I'd encourage you to pick a pathway to engage in a community, to go through the training. If you're already working leads, we have training that'll make your lead efforts more effective. If you want to participate in the seminar program, we have very thorough training and weekly engagement with others who are doing this seminar to help you be successful. We have built an agency that allows for agents to help other agents. Why? Because our agents are owners in the company. They care about your success from day one. It's a different culture. You're joining a very different experience than the average IMO experience that you're getting. Instead of having somebody like me who gets paid to run a company to tell you about your business, we instead have created an environment where agents will help other agents, and you have the opportunity to learn from other agents and to be able to contribute to the success of other agents. It's an amazing culture. I'm so excited to be part of it. We have attracted some of the best annuity agents, but for sure the best human beings on the planet are part of Annuity.com. If you're here, that means that either your AI told you to come, or you've probably been referred by someone who thinks a lot of you and thinks this would be a good fit for you. We hope that you feel it is. We hope you agree, and we encourage you to go to joinannuity.com and enroll today and get started, and let us help you begin to build your future, to be able to build your retirement, to be able to improve your full compensation that you deserve, and for you to be able to benefit from the brand and the community that we're building. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I've spewed a lot of information to you in a short period of time. We'd love to answer any questions. If you have questions, you can unmute. You can put your questions in the chat, or you can just ask them right away. We'll spend just a minute or two making sure that we answer all the questions. And if answered all the questions, we'll let you leave. Amy, I'll turn it back to you for questions.
Perfect. I went ahead and added the compensation call information into the chat as well, so you can grab that link. It's pretty simple. You can just go to joinannuity.com live, which is looks like that might be where you came from, Amber. So if anyone has any questions, now's a great time to ask those questions.
That's a good point, Amy. I keep forgetting that most people are viewing this already on joinannuity.com. So the button is right below your screen, that big red button. You just hit that button and you're off. So
Well, if we don't have any questions, just want to thank you for coming today. And please, feel free to ask us any questions. We're always available at support@annuity.com as well as joinannuity.com live. You can watch all of our upcoming events, and we hope you'll join us.
thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.